ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, July the 26th. And as we get close to closing out July, it looks like things are going to change pretty dramatically as we get much wetter. Let's take a look at what's going on around us. And you can see some clouds over Birmingham as we look at the Compass Bank Building Skycam. We can see some clouds, but the sun peeking through a few breaks there across the Tennessee River Valley as we look at the Decatur Skycam. And then my view at Mount Cheaha, and you can see some of the stratus that has come in and gone out since this picture was taken. Surface front is draped from a surface low over the eastern Great Lakes down across the Ohio River Valley and into southern Oklahoma and the Red River Valley over there. And that is going to be the main thing we're going to be dealing with for the next several days. In the upper atmosphere, we're still also dealing with this anomalous trough over the eastern half of the country. But that has kept us below normal or below average for this time of year in temperatures. And I'm happy to see that. So let's hope it sticks with us a little while longer. Very mild across the country today. This morning, rather hot in the southwest. They got some 90-degree values down in there. The front is producing a good deal of rain, and Tennessee's a pretty long state east to west, and it's raining from practically from Memphis to Bristol, from one corner to the other. But that is along the front, and that's going to sag our way. And as it does, there is some risk that we may see some heavy rains. You can see a number of flash flood warnings in effect for the Mid-South area around Memphis, and some flash flood watches from West Virginia up into Massachusetts. Now, QPF-wise, we're expecting a good deal of rain over the next 5 days, but it's not going to be an all-day rain for the most part. It's going to be a showery situation, and it's going to be hard to time some of these short waves that are moving through. Now, Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a slight risk area from southern Arkansas and northern Louisiana across the northern half approximately of Mississippi and the northwest corner of Alabama. And I think that's probably a pretty good area indications with the possibility we might see an MCS or two in there. And in the tropics, everything is relatively quiet. All right, here's the 060 GFS model run. And there's your front today at 18Z. And I think for the most part, except maybe the Tennessee-Alabama border, I think we're going to stay dry for much of the afternoon. But as that front sags through and gets down into this area by tomorrow, we're going to see a good deal of rain. So I think the greatest threat for central Alabama is going to be from late this afternoon or early evening into the overnight hours. By Tuesday, our trough is still with us with a number of short waves going through it. And because the air mass is very moist, those short waves are going to help to kick off showers and thunderstorms. Now, primarily during the afternoon and early evenings, but with these short waves, it's going to be hard to time every one of those. So we're going to have to watch out for rain that might actually, or showers that might actually come overnight. And the air mass stays soupy, as you can see, on Tuesday. I think the best chances right now for rain are going to be Monday and Tuesday. By Wednesday, our trough is just a little further to the west as it's retrograded a little bit, but it comes this way just a little bit with a good, strong, reinforcing shortwave moving across the western Great Lakes up there. And it gets pretty much into the Mississippi River Valley by Friday. But again, without an air mass change down here, we're not seeing any changes, and therefore there's daily chances for rain over the next 5 to 7 days. And there's our short wave again, a short little series of short waves coming through the main trough, kind of in the mid-Mississippi River Valley on Saturday. And then by Sunday, we can see that the trough axis is just a little bit closer, kind of on the Alabama-Mississippi line. And that is keeping us wet. And then by Monday, it looks like the trough is pulling back just a little bit, but we're not going to see much in the way of changes over the weekend with the daily shower chances. All right, out into Voodoo, and it does look like now, this is a swap or a shift from yesterday, but it does look like the GFS is now suggesting that the ridge is going to come in stronger, which is fairly typical for July, August, and this is August the 7th. And then on by August the 10th, oh my golly, look at the 594 heat bubble. It does look like, if this is right, that we would come under pretty warm conditions, pretty hot conditions. Well, we appreciate you tuning in to the Weather Xtreme video. I expect James Spann to be back in the saddle once again tomorrow morning. Hope that you have a great Sunday, and Godspeed.